Hello mates, I am Kiran Jadhav here. In this session, I will teach you Spring Boot with MongoDB CRUD application. MongoDB, it is a NoSQL database, and here we are going to perform CRUD. It means create, read, update and delete. See, MongoDB, it is a NoSQL database. NoSQL it means non-structured query language. This is follow the JSON structure here and its key value pair. Best example here, key as a empId and value as 121. Again key as empName, value as SWARA. Then we start with our session here. Then come up with the Spring initializer. Simply select the project as Maven project, language as Java, Spring Boot latest version. We are using here 3.4.0. Project metadata means information about our project. Group it means package. We are giving com.fullstack. Next artifact it means our application name. I'm giving here Spring Boot MongoDB CRUD. Now refactor the base package. Packaging as Java version 17. Adding dependencies like DevTool, it will help us to live load the application. Next Lombok, it will help us to reduce boilerplate code. Next we are using Spring Wave, itself available inbuilt Tomcat server, and it will help us to create the REST APIs. Next we require the MongoDB repo perspective. We are using Spring Data MongoDB dependency. Now simply click on generate. See, within a minute production ready application will be available there. Now copy our application and paste in particular folder. Now here simply right click and go ahead with the extract the application. From here we'll copy the path of our application and import this project in IntelliJ IDEA. Coming to file, new project from existing sources, we are giving the path of our application. Yeah. Then simply click on OK. Then this is Maven project, trust project with I want to open in same window. That's why I'm going to click with this window. Now once it open here, then coming to SRC main, we have available here resources. Coming to application properties, and we'll add here properties content. I mean those are the information corresponding to our database we are adding here. This information you can simply copy it from our GitHub code itself. Then here database name we are going to consider HRM application. Next we require the Swagger UI dependency as well. Coming to form.xml file, and there we are using Spring Boot version is 3.4.0. Then compatible dependency we are adding into our form.xml. Now once it's done, then simply goes to Maven and then start the build. Mun clean space install. Then meanwhile we'll go ahead and we'll open the MongoDB. For that perspective, you need to install the MongoDB Compass in your local itself. Then see in my local, I'm just going to open the MongoDB Compass, and whatever database name we are expecting, right? The same database name of database we are going to create in MongoDB. See, this is HRM application database will create in MongoDB Compass. Yeah, see here is MongoDB Compass. Now you can simply click on connect, the new connection. Just click on connect again here. Then now connection is successful here, and we are going to create the database. Then see here is available databases. You can simply click on plus icon here and then give the database name here. On the whatever collection you want to give, you can give the collection. I'm just passing here emp and create the database. Collection means table name we are going to consider. Okay. Then see HRM application is created here and the corresponding collection also available the emp, but there is nothing, right? Yeah. Then see, we just created the database in MongoDB Compass. Now again we'll come up with our IntelliJ IDEA and we'll start with this creating the skeleton of our application. For that perspective, we'll come up with the Java com.fullstack, src main Java com.fullstack. Right click on that new package. The package name I'm giving here This is model package. Next package, we are going to create the package name as repository package. You can simply right click on our base package, and from there we are going to create new package, and the package name we are giving here a repository package. Again, coming to com.fullstack, right click here, new package, the package name we are giving here service package. Again, right click on com.fullstack, new package, we are giving the package name as controller package. We'll create the exception package as well here. Simply right click here, new package, package name as exception. Now coming to model package, in that package we are creating new Java class as employee. Coming to a repository, we are giving here new Java class as employee repository. Now exception, we are going to create new Java class. The Java class name as, this is our custom exception, like record not found exception. Now coming to controller, in that we are creating new Java class as employee controller. Then coming to service, we are creating here new implementation class employee service IMPL. Now in model, this is our Pojo class. We are annotating with here at the data itself available getter setter and toString. We are using here Lombok annotation. Next at the all constructor, it means parameterized constructor. Next we are using here nor constructor, it means this is default constructor. Now we are using here @document. It means we will consider this employee as a table name as a collection in our MongoDB database. Next we are using ID. This is coming from data annotation from Spring Framework itself. Now we are using private. This will be int emp have ID, private string emp have name, private double emp have salary. Time being, I am just adding here 3 fields. In your case, you can try to add number of fields here. Now coming to employee repo, annotate with here @repository. This is optional annotation. Then use extends. This will be Mongo repository. Then here we are using our Pojo class name itself employee, and our upper class integer. And if this is employee repo, this is our interface, actually not the class. Yeah. And if you want to write any custom methods here, then you can simply write your custom method as well. Now we'll come up with the exception class. This is, you can simply say custom exception. We are going to extend. This is a runtime exception here. Then use the parameterized constructor. We are passing a string type of message. Then use super message. And here if you want to get the response status, then we are passing here response status and the value as self not found, it means 404. This way we handle here custom exception as well. Now coming to next is employee service IMPL. Annotate with @service. If you are using interface, then you can simply implement this interface here as well. Now we are using @void, and here we are mentioning private. This will be employee repository. This is repo. Then first method we are writing here public. This will be, you can simply say employee. We are just trying to save data. For that perspective, I am passing here. This will be employee. This is implementation here. Then simply do return. This will be employee repo dot itself available method in repo save method. We are calling this save method here. Now next is, this will be public. You can say optional of type is employee. This is find by ID. We are passing input parameter as integer emp have ID. Now simply use return. This will be employee repo dot find by ID, passing the ID as an input. Next method we are writing here public. This will be list of data we are trying to fetch. This will be type of our employee, and simply say find all. Now return. This will be employee repo dot find all. Now coming to next method is public. This will be type of employee method. We are giving update, and here we are passing employee. Then to return employee report dot. There is not available update method. There is available inbuilt method as save. We'll handle the custom exception in our controller layer itself. If ID is not found, we'll say like record not found exception. Now next, and this is the last method we are writing in service layer public void delete by ID. We are giving input as integer empId. Then simply call here employee report dot delete by ID. Pass the ID as an input here. This way we done with our service layer as well. Then to control A, Alt Control L, this is the shortcut key to format the code base. Now we'll come up with the controller layer. Then annotate with at the rate rest controller at request mapping, and here we are passing forward slash employees. This is our base URI, you can simply consider. Now we are using at the rate activate. This will be private. You can use your employee service IMPL. The first API we are going to write post mapping, and here we are trying to save data. This will be public response entity. It will be type of our employee, and simply consider method naming as save. This will be request body type is employee. Now we are going to use here return. This will be response entity dot okay. Then call here employee service dot save employee. Next is get mapping. We are going ahead with here find by ID. Input itself we are passing emp id. Then this will be public response entity. It will be type of our optional of our employee. Option is a class. This is the class comes in Java 8. It will help us to avoid null pointer exception. If data is not available there, it will simply return null. Then here method we are giving find by id. We are passing input parameter id. That's why we are using here @path variable. And input integer type of empId. Then simply do return. This will be response dot okay plus service dot find by id. Pass the id as input. Now next is again get mapping. This is you can simply say find all. We are writing here public response entity. It will be type of our list. List it will be type of our employee. And simply say this is find all. Then to return. This will be response entity dot okay employee service dot find all. Now next is put mapping. We are trying to update the data. Then here we are passing this is update on the base of emp id. Again we are writing here public. This will be response entity. It will be type of our employee, and simply say update. Then corresponding id we are trying to update the data. For that we are passing here request body as well for our employee. Now here we are handling the custom exception. That's why we are passing here employee one equal to employee service dot find by id. If id is not available, the corresponding data is not available there, then we are using or else true. And this will be, you can say, you throw the exception record not found exception. Here I am giving message as custom message employee hash id does not exist. And if id is available there, then you can simply say employee1.set name. We are getting it from our Postman API Swagger UI. Otherwise, React screen and Vue.js screen itself. Again, employee1.set salary also we are trying to set employee.get salary. And yes, ID also we are going to do from end user only. That's why I'm setting the ID as well. But the ID is by default available there, right? You're not going to change the ID actually again. Not require the ID to pass here. Fine. Then we are going to say return. This will be response entity dot okay. Call here employee service dot update and pass the employee one itself. Now coming to next, and this is the last API we are writing here. This will be delete mapping. Then here API name we are giving delete by ID. and we are giving input as empId. Then this will be public response entity. It will be type of string. Simply say delete by id. This is our method. We are passing input parameter. That's why we are using here path variable annotation. Now calling here impl service dot delete by id. Pass that as an input and simply return here. This will be response entity dot OK string type of message data deleted successfully. Yes. And if you want to build again project, you can simply go ahead and build the project. Now come up with our main class main method. See, this is our main class, and always in Spring Boot, your main class name, always this is your project name and ending with application. How we are saying this is main class? Because there is available annotation at the Spring Boot application and itself available our main method also. Once build is success, then we'll reload our project and then we are going to start our application here. Then how to start the application? You have available three ways. Either you can simply open main class and then run the current file. Otherwise, you can simply click here, line number 7, right? Here you are able to see the icon. You can simply start. Otherwise, simply right click and run the application. Okay. Now we are coming to Maven here and reloading the project. Yeah. Once it reloaded successfully, then simply start the application. Now I am using here current file because we have opened our main class main method there, and this is it will be considered this is our main class here. Now we'll come up with the Swagger UI testing. Simply hit here localhost swagger-ui.html. We are expecting our application goes to off and running. The port number is 8080. See on screen. We are just waiting to see up and running. The port number is 8080, and here the application up and running, and yes, port number also they are using 8080. I just highlighted here, right? Yeah. Now come up with the Swagger. See, Swagger also up and running here, right? Yeah. We'll try with the save data. Just click on try it out. ID I am passing here 121. Name I am passing here SWARA. And salary we are passing here 97,000. Just execute. Data insert is successfully here, right? Again, one more record we are trying to insert here 191. This record I am inserting here for Darshan. And the Darshan salary we are adding here 99,000. See, execution successfully, right? And we are very excited to see this data on MongoDB Compass as well. For that perspective, simply come up with here and you can simply try to reload it. Okay, reload the data and then come up with our HRM application. See, here is the HRM application. Here is our collection. It means table like employee. See, ID, employee name also available there. SWARA, same employee name also available there. Darshan as well, right? Yeah. Now, if you want to update data from database itself here, right? Here also you are able to update the data. If I want to update here Darshan salary now 2,50,000, right? Simply give here 2,50,000 and click on update. This data goes to update. Now this data we are trying to test using Swagger UI. Then next we have option available here. Find all. Just try it out. See, all data is fetching. Even Darshan salary also 2,50,000 available there. Next, find by ID. I want to fetch data for 191. It will fetch data for Darshan. Now we are simply trying to update the data. Then here will come and we are trying to update data for 1001. But we don't have such an ID available there, right? Yeah. Then what we are expecting? We are expecting not found and application not goes to crash. It's just throwing record not found exception. Okay, see, employee ID does not exist. It's showing here, right? Yeah. And same thing here also our application is not goes to crash. It's just throwing a record not found exception. See, record not found exception. How we handle? Here we handle this record not found exception, right? Yeah. Status code is coming as 302. I hope there actually I seen, right? Yeah. Here 302, but we are expecting 404. For that perspective, you can simply come up with here and simply say not found. Okay, dev tool we are using, then simply come up with the here Maven setting and we are just expecting it will go to live reload. That's why simply come up with the compiler here and check build process automatically. Now dev tool it will go to live reload our application. Then again we'll come back to here and if you are passing here 191, right, and you are trying to update the data, right, here I am giving darshan aa, then definitely we are expecting it will go to update the data as well, right? But simply execute it, data updated as darshan aa, same data available here also. If you are coming here and simply reload the data, right, see the corresponding data available darshan aa. Now again one more time I am passing here 1001, what we are expecting, http status code 404 we are expecting, it means not found, and the here is exception, record not found exception, and employee ID does not exist. Same thing here also, our application not goes to crash, it just throwing record not found exception and employee ID does not exist. For that perspective we are using here throw concept actually, right, for declaring the custom exception, user defined exception in Spring Boot. Now coming to next is find by id, also it's working actually. If I am passing 121, it will fetch SWARA details, see on screen. Now we'll try to delete data for darshan, just try delete it out. I am passing here 191 data, the data deleted successfully. And again we'll try with find all, how many records we are expecting, only one record we are expecting. And same from database as well, if you are coming here load the load data, now darshan record is not available there. Yeah, that's it in this session. But till if you are facing any difficulties, then definitely you can feel free to add your comments in comment box. Thanks for watching this video, and please do like, share and subscribe this channel to get more updates. Yeah, see you in next video.